With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle. As it'll
Used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it. First order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. Happy birthday, got another hit, no flinch, and I tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fact. Song pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights on, Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she running down. She pay a bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all walk in. I drop it, the whole world spin. Rock when I do like this, it's a big black door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pendants, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 kind VVs in the stars. Ringers going off like Michael with the gloves. Only one mobbing with designers in the thugs. When we shop at Rick on, bring a bottle for the
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first down, Thompson Robinson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Now a 2nd and 10. The DTR going to throw it here. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Thompson Robinson now to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Ravens sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is DTR. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've got that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Slot man moves right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Now it's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. He's got room at the 30. Past the 20. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played at optimum level.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Ready?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Thompson Robinson now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 42. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Thompson Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And he is going to lose yardage here. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
You don't often see a sneak on 2nd down. Usually that's reserved for a 3rd or 4th down call. But the element of surprise was not with them, and they returned back on that attempt.
3rd and goal, Thompson Robinson. And this is caught. Touchdown. Cleveland from a yard out. And the Browns are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On second down, Eckler. And he lost the football. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him, it should open up things for you.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
It's Eckler again. Able to power through and brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Report!
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 10 more there and another first down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Report!
Running on first down, Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And now Jackson will look to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. This is a counter play. Eckler and the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Tucker's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Downfield and caught by Thornton. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
On the set.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, rest. You don't move. Set.
From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
Well, That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense. So the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Now from back at the 9 after that last play. This is 3rd and goal. Thompson Robinson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their and he loses the football a second time. They call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
On second down, here's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yo.
Eckler now between the tackles. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 68 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now Jackson on second down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the second straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, Thompson Robinson now. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The good signal calls will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The DTR going to throw it here. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forcing throws into tight coverage has already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Nicholas, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef, that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Jackson now. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man complete. It's Phillips. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Up the middle with Eckler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 97 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Once more, here's Eckler. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
They run the option on 2nd down. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Thompson Robinson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Well, what a game this has turned out to be for him. Remember, CD, he had the turnover earlier, and now the pick six, that's the cherry on top.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. When you force a turnover on defense, you're the guy most excited about getting back out there and trying to force another one. How about him picking off that pass, setting his sights on the end zone? You know he wasn't going to be denied getting there either.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready?
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Nicholas. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Jackson to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Here's 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there had been guys who'd gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
One more, ready?
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the